Now to democracy. 2022 Election Day is 4 weeks from today.
And the issue of crime and punishment will be top of mind in Marion County as voters go to the polls.
The race for Marion County Prosecutor is among the most watched in this election cycle. Democrat incumbent Ryan Mears facing Republican Cindy Carrasco. As
WRTV's Rafael Sanchez reports, Mears is defending his record as he seeks a second term in office.
For Ryan Mears, basketball is more than a game.
It's a great way to have direct connections with the community.
The former college basketball player hosted clinics for youth at him by her school on East 32nd Street this summer in Indianapolis, a school started by a former detective friend. It's where we met to discuss his campaign, his goal to remain Marion County Prosecutor.
I think the community appreciates the fact that we're fair and that we're independent, and we're going to make decisions that are in the best interest of the community.
While the number of homicides year to year are down, public safety is a top priority in a city where gun-related violence has become commonplace.
Some would say that all these folks, whether they're young or old, just lock them up, get them off the streets, no mercy.
Well, some people definitely need to go to jail, and we do need to hold some people in custody, but that can't be the solution for every person. There are way too many criminal cases, and there's a lot of people that if they're given the proper opportunity and proper resources, we can make a difference in their life. I think it's really important for people to understand there are very few people who spend the rest of their life in jail. Most people are going to come back to our community.
Mears has no intentions of reversing his decision not to prosecute low-level marijuana offenses, and is committed, he says, to connecting people to resources involving mental health, drug addiction recovery, or food insecurity.
70% of people who are shot don't tell the police what happened. They don't even bother to make up a lie. They just tell the police, I'm not going to tell you what happened. And as a consequence, we have this terrible cycle of retaliatory violence. We can improve those numbers if we continue to build trust in the community.
The community was stunned and shocked following the deadly FedEx shooting. The prosecutor has not wavered on his position on the red flag law. His office criticized for not seeking a court order to stop the shooter from getting more weapons.
We've handled hundreds of these cases, and what's really important to me is what are we doing to address the underlying cause? And there's not enough of that being done. And that's where I think we can have the biggest level of improvement. The red flag law allows you to confiscate a firearm from somebody in that particular moment and take that gun away. And then when they go to court, they're labeled a dangerous person. But then they're not given any resources. We don't do anything to help them. And if they want to buy a gun on the internet, there's nothing stopping them from doing it. It's a sad reality.
Mears began his career in the very office which he now leads and is counting on his record to speak for itself.
The easiest thing for a prosecutor to ever do is just say, hey, let's just lock everybody up and let's throw everybody in jail. The reality is that doesn't work. We have to make investments in people.
Ryan Mears, thank you for your time.
Thank you.